Hello and how are ya? Welcome to the Stashdown Diaries. My name is Jen and this is my channel where I talk about all things knitting. And if you watched my last video, you're probably thinking, but Jen, I thought you were going to do videos every 2 weeks now. Yeah, the flu happened, unfortunately. So I'm a week late, but that's okay. My voice is still a bit raspy. I still have a cough. I'm still exhausted. But we're gonna do this because I have a lot to share. And even though I'm like a week late, I'll still probably have a lot to share in a week's time. When I go to do it again, I might bump it ahead a couple of days or something. So, yeah. What should I start with? Scrappy stuff? I think we'll start with scrappy stuff. So at the start of the month, I made certain goals for my scrap yarns. It was 2 blanket squares, finish off my little balls of dishcloth cotton that weren't complete balls, and do a full, finish a ball on my northeaster blanket. So here are my blanket squares. This is for the barn raising quilt, I think it's called. But like there's different patterns that are very similar to this. I've had these blanket squares like on my needles forever, and it's about time that I finish it. So I'm making an effort to get a couple of done a month. And I'm almost at the point, I think, where I could probably put a blanket together, at least a throw-sized one, I think. I have to check my notes and see how far I was going to go with this and count up my blanket squares. But yeah, so I got 2 done. This one is Nomadic Yarns. Dobby is a free elf. And I think this one is a lollipop yarn. I can't remember what the colorway name is though, but it was like one of my favorites of hers. I just love just like that teal and the purple together. Totally my jam. So that was a goal that was set and met. And the dishcloths. So I have some scrappy dishcloths that I finished. I just used whatever I had. There's like this color and then the variegated and then some white. And then this one I used up this rest of this color and then the rest of this color and then the white. And then this one I had that much white left, and then this part here came from a giant ball of Bernat Handicrafter cotton that I have, and that's the last of my cotton that I have, just that big the big ball of this color, and it's really pretty. I might make a bag or something out of it, but I was really happy to use up all the little like languishing balls of yarn. So one of these will go in my kitchen drawer. One of these I'll take to the office for our kitchenette at the office. And one, I don't know, it'll either stay in my kitchen drawer or I'll give it away or something. I have some nice ones like that aren't scrappy that are set aside for gifts. So the scrappy ones I usually keep for myself. So yeah, these were all Bernat Handicrafter cotton, and the pattern that I used was like classic country dishcloth or something like that. I can't remember. I've mentioned it in previous videos because I've used it before. It's like my favorite one to use, but yeah, I can't remember. I am going to link my Ravelry project page down below, and everything, like if I can't remember something, which obviously I'm going to do quite frequently, then I will, it will be in my, I'm very up to date on my projects in Ravelry, so everything is there, like the yarn that I use, the patterns and everything like that. So that was my other scrappy thing that I accomplished. And then, now the last time I totally got the name of this yarn like not totally wrong, but very wrong. I was right that it was a Zombuddy colorway, but it is, Zombuddy is like a writing desk, and it is by Desert Vista Dye Works. So this is the stripe I completed for this month. This one right here. And Dobby is a free elf has been attached, so that's going to be next month's completed one. And then when I get 2 more blanket squares done next month, because that'll be a goal again next month, then I will use that yarn to add to this as well. And I think I already have my colors picked out. So anyway, this is going to be my goal. I might actually have this done like next Sunday for Scrappy Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday is July 2nd already. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so this is the July one. So that is that for my Scrappy projects. What will we do next? Saltwater stashdown? I think saltwater stashdown. So I got 2 more projects. If you don't know what I'm talking about with Saltwater Stashdown, I've decided to knit through the Saltwater books, the Saltwater Mittens books. Saltwater Mittens, Saltwater Classics, Saltwater Gifts, and Saltwater Socks. They are by Christine Legros and Shirley, I know her as Cheryl the Pearl. Can't remember her last name, but they do the Newfoundland knitting books, and all the patterns are wonderful. So these are the 2 that I'm adding to that completed list of knitting through the books. This one is Hello Goodbye, and it was in the Saltwater Classics book. And this one is Merry Meeting Mitts, and it is in the Saltwater Gifts book. And then it's in here. Yeah, it's in my little cute campy bag. Why didn't I write down the name of this pattern? I can't remember. It's the first pattern in the Saltwater Socks book, and it's like vamps, something vamps. There's a noisy bird outside. Yeah, so I knit these. These are all knit in Briggs & Little, except for this light green, that's McGossan Wool Mill. So this is Briggs & Little Heritage in Briar Rose and Silver Gray. And this is Briggs & Little Heritage in Peacock is the blue, and then Bleached White is the white, and Light Maroon is the light maroon color. But yeah, I love these. So yeah, I'm gonna have a stockpile because I knit through the first pattern. I'm almost through all the first patterns in each book. So this, I did Bacalo from last month. I finished them. I did the wristers and the mitts. And that was in the Saltwater Mittens book. And so I have those 2 from the next 2 books, and then this is from Saltwater Socks. This light green, this is McGossan Wool Mills, and they just have colorway names like light green or whatever. And then this one is Briggs & Little Tuffy in the Oxford colorway. So yeah, that is my hashtag Saltwater Stashdown update. I'm really enjoying going through those, but I find like when I'm knitting on one of those projects, I'm always thinking about what the next one is and what colors I'm going to use and everything. So I already have like the colors picked out for the second pattern of the first book. So nothing wrong with that though. But I should focus on finishing before I do stuff with the next patterns. So, but I'm doing really well. Like I'm getting things done. So let's next, I guess I'll talk about Summer Sock Camp. Summer Sock Camp, if you are not aware, is a knit along or knit or crochet along. A sock along. It's a sock along. We'll go with that. That is run by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. I will link her below. It's very enjoyable. There's like no rules other than you're knitting socks, and it's great. So I in my video, I think it's my Knit All the Things video, I talked about my plans for summer sock camp, and those are coming into fruition. So my first finished object for summer sock camp are these socks. These are a gift niche, so very happy to have these done. These are from the Opal Cats and Dogs collection. It's the blue one. I knit the green ones before, and yeah, these are the pretty blue ones. Love. And it's just a vanilla sock. After I knit a couple more that I have on the needles already, I'm gonna get into some patterns, I think. But what I did decide to do is that all of those yarns that I bought on my big road trip, my 40th birthday road trip, I decided to target those and get some of those knit up, and this was one of them. And then the next ones I will show you are another one. So that's kind of how I've been picking my sock yarns to knit right now. I've knit the green ones, I've knit these ones, and now these ones are on the needles, and then I have some Patton's Croy that I purchased on my way back from my brother's on that trip. So I will knit that up as well. But so right now where I have patterned yarn, like self-striping and the Opal patterns, I'm just doing vanilla socks. So this one is Cascade Heritage. I can't remember the name. Of course, I can't remember the name of the colorway. It's pink something though, pink surprise or pink something. So yeah, so these are also a gift knit, and I'm just past the heel turn. Now where these are finished, I have a nice set of bare needles where I could cast on another pair of socks, but I'm gonna finish like some of these first. You're gonna see a couple more pairs because I'm a little bit ridiculous. But look what happened. I don't like the way Cascade Heritage balls are, because it like falls apart, so I have to keep it in the bag. I can't take it out or it'll be disastrous, but I've been fine knitting with it from there. So that is my second pair of socks for summer sock camp. But wait, there's more. These, I needed a new pair of thick socks for myself for my work boots. So these are probably going to be the next thing that I finish. I'm going to work on these tonight. But I got I got one sock done. And this is also yarn from my road trip. The red and black is. It's from Lismore Sheep Farm that I got on that day. And the black is new yarn I purchased this month. It's Briggs and Little Tuffy in black. And I purchased that just for the heel cuffs and toes in this yarn. I actually cast these on and I knitted just with the black and red marled yarn. And because I was just like, they're for me. I don't have to make them that fancy because it's just me. But then I thought, man, why not? Why not do some stripes? I know it's a pain to have extra ends to weave in, but I deserve stripes too, not just the people that I'm knitting socks for or selling socks to, right? So I ripped back and I left 10 rows of at the start, and then did some black stripes because I deserve it. So that is these, and yeah, they'll be worked on this evening. I'm knitting these on size 3 Knitter's Pride, and I like to keep them in this little tubey thing. I think it's called a knitter's wand or something like that. It keeps, because the needles are wood and they're thinner because they're US size 3. It just protects them from getting snapped in the bag. And I keep them in the Fringe Supply Co bag that I always keep my thick socks that I'm working on in. That's my official sock knitting bag for the thick one. So am I shaking that? Hope I'm not shaking that. So that's those. They will be an FO the next time you see them. And then There's more. I kind of coordinate my project bags with whoever I'm knitting the socks for. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. I have a family member who is a big fan of Doctor Who. So yeah, I have a couple of these Kicks and Giggles bags with like my fandom stuff on it. I have a Harry Potter one too. So this is Patton's Croy. This is not the one that I got on the road trip, but it was one I wanted to knit first because I had it first. So these are gifty socks. And again, vanilla socks because it's self-patterning. Although sometimes I do Patton's Croy in the Simple Skip. I think the next pair I do will be in the Simple Skip pattern. I love that pattern. And it's nice and ribby too for whoever I'm knitting for. But yeah, so this will be another gift knit that will be off the needles. And the colorway for this one is Blue Brown Marl. See, I had it here this time. And I think the gray is Gentry Gray. And I'm knitting these on Hiya Sharp size US 2. So yeah, because the Patton's Croy is really a sport weight, not a fingering weight. So yeah, cast on less stitches and use a slightly bigger needle than I normally do with socks. I normally use a size 1 with fingering weight. So that is that. So that is my summer sock camp projects, or those are my summer sock camp projects. You will see some of them, at least one of them anyway, finish next time. And okay, so at the beginning of the month, I cleaned my yarn room. And I have those IKEA Alex drawers. And I was trying to downsize the amount of notions and stuff that were in them because I wanted to take one and move it to the spare bedroom and use it for like historical stuff. And it's the one that has the file holder thing on the bottom of the big drawer with the file folder thing because I want to, like, well, I do keep my important papers in there, like the deed to the house and all that stuff. So I wanted to move that out so I can clean it out, and I found this poor abandoned shawl in there. So this is not an FO, technically not an FO for now, like this month, that can be counted towards, I have it backwards. You guys can't, you're looking at the wrong side. Yeah, so it doesn't count towards my grams used for this month is what I'm trying to say. But it's technically, I guess, an FO because I wove in the ends and blocked it. And the poor thing has been in the drawer, forgotten, and it's lovely. It should be out and enjoyed. Like it has beads and everything. Like, so this is the Dragonfly Wings shawl by Boo Knits, and it is in Fleece Artist Merino Angel, and the colorway is First Flight, which is one of the colorways that was exclusive to Bedeck Yarns back in the day. I say back in the day, but it was like 2020, just back in the day. It was a different time. Yeah, really enjoy this. I feel bad that I abandoned it for so long. Yeah, like I beaded it and everything. It's so pretty. So yeah, well, technically not a stash down FO. It is a FO for, you know, being blocked and woven in. So yeah, really enjoyed. I know I enjoyed knitting it. I remember enjoying knitting it. This was like years ago that this was. It was like 2017 that I knit this. And the poor thing was like in the back of a drawer, in an Alex drawer for that long. Be kind to your knits, people. Okay, so that was that, and I have 2 more finished objects left and 1 whip. Let's do the whip. So this is my Humulus sweater by Isabel Kramer, and it is living in my fat squirrel bag. And I think the last time I brought this out on the channel in one of my videos. I didn't have the color work finished yet. So at the beginning of the month, I was like determined to get the color work yoke finished and get down to the sleeves, which I did. So now I'm just working the stockinette in the body. I have a ways to go yet. I've been keeping this next to my bed, and it's been my bed knitting, which is fine. So I think since the last time I had this out, I have got like half of, no, I think all of the color work, because I think I was still doing short rows up here when I initially abandoned this poor sweater. I'm bad for abandoning my knits. So yeah, I got that done, and then now I'm on the nice mindless stockinette stitch on the body for a little while. Hoping to get this done by the end of July, I think. I think that's what I'll aim for. The sooner I get it done, the sooner I get to cast on a love note. You know, I really want to cast on a love note. So, and I really want to finish this and have it to wear. I'm not sure. I was hoping it would use up more of this yarn, but it's fine. I got hat plans for this, whatever's left. This has been in my stash since 2012, so you know. It's Cascade 220 in the charcoal colorway, and this is Cascade 220 in the either lavender or lilac. I can't remember which one it is. So anyway, so that is that. We'll see how much I have done next time, and then I have 2 FOs left. This one, like I said, I was trying to target the yarn that I bought on that road trip, so this is one of them. This is a gift knit. This is the Blueberry Waffles hat, I think. I really need to. It's like, look, it's all in my Ravelry projects. It's fine. It's fine. You can just go there. This yarn is Estelle Color Flow in the Water Lily colorway. And I used almost the whole ball of it, which is what I was kind of setting out to do. If I were to do knit this again, I would knit one more repeat, and that would probably do it. That would get all the yarn used up. But it's a great hat, really fast pattern. I knit this in 2 nights, and great gift. Like, it fits really well, and the yarn is right. It's that blown in yarn where the fiber is like kind of blown into like a tube, and it's so airy. It holds a lot of warmth. It's just really nice, and it's soft. So yeah, I had knit a hat for my aunt when she was in the hospital with cancer out of this yarn, so I wanted to make one for my mother as well. Anyway, but yeah, highly recommend if you're a beginning knitter and you want to do a hat. This is a great pattern. It is has knit and purl stitches. Like, it has enough interest in it to kind of like make it a little bit potato chippy. So you'll say, oh, wait, one more repeat. So, and each repeat is 4 rows. So it's enough to keep you interested, and it's easy enough that you can do it as a beginner. So yeah, I highly recommend. And I recommend the yarn too for that. Makes a nice hat, really nice gift. I think I said that already, but I cannot stress it enough. So my final finished object is my first muscle burrow. And I did this for like the special skein cowl that Birch and Lily and Kesley Handmade were doing. Even though like I never submitted them for prizes because I have too much yarn. So this was, because it was for the special skein cowl, I picked a special skein. This is Less Traveled Yarn in the Devil's Bridge colorway, and I don't think they're dying anymore. They just were finishing off like yarn club obligations, and then now I don't think they're going to be dying anymore after that, which is a shame because this is so pretty. It's not coming off right on camera, but trust me. you have to trust me on this. It's like that really pretty, like, peachy pink ballet slipper color with some various speckles. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I wish I made it a little longer. I was trying to figure out how much ribbing to put in the thing in the middle so that it would have like the brim folded up, but it didn't quite work out that it fit my head right to have the brim folded up, but it looks fine. Like this kind of pops out a bit. It looks fine anyway, but the next time I knit it, I probably won't do the ribbing in the middle. Probably just knit and knit and knit and knit until it's a little bit slouchy. I already have yarn picked out for the next one. And then I have yarn picked out for people that I'm gift knitting these for. So very popular pattern. You've probably seen it quite a bit. Muscle Burrow by Isolde Teague. And great pattern in it because the hat is your swatch. So yeah, you start it and then she has a chart for whatever your gauge is. It'll tell you how many stitches to knit to, how many to increase to before you just start knitting the tube. So yeah, very handy. I think that is all that I have for today, which is a decent amount. We're almost at half an hour. So I'm going to have some new cast-ons planned for this week, so you will see those next time. Like I said, I'm trying to knit through my yarn shop, my yarn crawl, my giant 40th birthday yarn crawl. My yeah. My brain hasn't like fully recovered, I don't think, from all the cold and flu meds I've been taking. So yeah, still tired, and gonna cast some stuff on, and I get to look at patterns this evening. I probably will not be recording on January. See, I told ya, cold meds. July, we're into July almost. Early July, like the 1st or 2nd or 3rd. My sister's coming on the 2nd. And then I'm coming back, like I'm gonna be at my parents' house when she gets here, and then I'm coming back to Bedeck because I have to work for 3 days. Because I didn't take those off for vacation. But I took the end of the week and the beginning of the following week. So we're gonna be doing stuff then. So on one of those 3 days, the 4th, 5th, or 6th, I will record. And I will have some stuff, some new stuff, and some finished stuff. Lots of talk about sock camp, and I'm gonna have to start planning for sock week. Knitty Natty is gonna be doing that in July, and that's a fun one. So I will see you next time. Take care, enjoy your knitting, enjoy the summer. Don't get that flu that's going around. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Anyway, stay healthy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.